One moment, please. Welcome one and all to me revisiting Nioh 2. I decided not to start all the way over even though I had the option, and I'm just going to play on basically New Game Plus 1. So with that being said, let's get started. Because as you'll see from my save, I've already cleared, what's it called? The original save. What's it called? Dream of the Samurai. All the way from Awakening to the first Samurai. With that being said, we'll do the same. I am gonna let the story missions play out because I want to watch the story again. I can't even lie to you. I'm gonna need to remember the order for these, so give me a minute. Yeah, that's the first one. Village of Cursed Blossoms. I do appreciate I don't have to hunt down the Kodama again. I've already found them in my first playthrough. So it goes that into what? Forest Veiled in Darkness, Beastborn Smoke of Flame. Alright, enter the nighttime cherry blossoms for the hero that will set her village free from these horses. But it's just for someone that has to whisper. So my work's like, okay, they know it's to what's on it, but it appears to have come from a village by Jutsu and Sakura. There really are yokai there. It might be worth heading that way to take a look. Divine item, drop rate. I don't care about all that, man. Maybe I'll regret that later, but... March 1555, Jusen Sakura, Mino Province. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to play this. But yeah, to give you an idea of how I've built my character from my first playthrough, this could be whatever, if I'm honest. I just don't really care. Switchclave, Kusarigama, bow, rifle, Demon Slayer, mixed with Sohaya, and Dreaming Demon, Flute, Dragon. And for my guardian spirits, I am, at least at the moment, considering I have them all unlocked, I'm rocking with Suzaku, which is DLC, and I believe this is from, yeah, this is from the final DLC, and this is Tengen Kujaku. It's from Nobunaga. Soul Core wise, what Soul Cores do I have equipped? Infernal Fox and Tsuki on Gyoki. I didn't really use a lot of those abilities in my first playthrough, if I'm honest with you. But I do like the Soul Core system better than I like the one in Nioh 3. It's been such a minute that I'm actually having a hard time remembering. Alright, unique gauge reverse counter. Oh, that's new. This is in a dark zone on the first playthrough. I don't think. I could have done that better. Oh, ow. I am playing like garbage at the moment. I am having to remember, get my memory back. But yeah, dark zones in this game were kind of unique. I don't know, I like these things. I thought they were cool. That's... How do you... Why am I forgetting how to lock on? Okay, it is R3. I'm gonna heal before I do this, and then do that. I don't really need all this. I'm just doing it to be safe. But yeah, my equipment setup is to the lot. Suck anyways. I'm better. Where's the counter? Let me heal real quick. No. I can't let you do that, Star Fox. Grapple. And... damn. Be gone with you. That broke the dark zone, which means no longer any natural key drain in the area. Dark zones make your key drain faster, from what I remember. God, it feels good to play Nioh 2 again. This game is peak. Yeah, let's go in here. I think both places that technically lead the same way. Mizuki's in this level is just like an optional boss you can fight. I can't help but feel like there's like gonna be an Enki in a tree or some shit to piss me off. We opened the gate. How do I swap my guardian spirits again? That doesn't do it. Yeah. I should have checked controls. R102. Okay. Yeah. Cool, but I just wanted to make sure. Remember. Yamanaba. Filthy Switchblade player. Someone probably. Please save those. But yeah, this is like the first mission in the game, from what I remember. Yeah. That's my fault for not being ready, but dick. Oh, hey, it's one of these. Jade. Pretty girl. Thank you. Fearless Kotaro. Oh, he died. That's unfortunate. Is that crouching in this game? I don't think so. I think you just gotta walk slow. Thank you. Imperial Monk's Hood, Enki Sokor. Running is so scary because it drains my stamina. I can't help but feel suspicious. Oh, these rat guys are so annoying. I don't know. Oh my lord, I hate you. I should have burst wanted that. It's kind of hard to die and skeleton. Oh my god, I can't even heal right now. If I do, it's actually gonna be a net negative. Stench makes healing awful. I gotta just wait it out. Do 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 do. Now I'm fine. I can heal now. I'm gonna. Now that the stench is gone, healing has no repercussions. But yeah, on your first playthrough, since it's New Game Plus, there's a lot of enemies you'll see on this part of the map that were not in the original version. So they expect you to know how to deal with them. Oh, I thought you were... Sir, sit down. And die. This is a corrupted weapon, which means it technically has its own lines of dialogue stuff, but... Yeah. Level up. Vocal Purified. Since it's their first time visiting that shrine, enemies do not respawn. No, they respawn anyways. From what I can remember, I got mostly everything anyways, so... I'm just glad that New Game Plus makes it to where I don't have to Kodama hunt. No offense to people who like to do that, that's not my thing. I think I might be a little over leveled, to be honest, but... Yeah, I gotta go around in there. There's no crouching, what you were expecting. Right, I forgot you have friends. That I guardian shifted for invincibility there. I think that would have killed me without it though. Guardian Spirit iframes. I can kick down the ladder back here. I'm gonna heal one more time, just to be safe. Because those cannon shots do so much. If I didn't Guardian Spirit, I was probably dead, because you're invincible when Guardian Spirit's active in this game. However, you do take increased spirit damage compared to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you're buffed, and you're trying to use cannon fire to fight me. I hate you. Oh, you're using the hatchets too. And fire. It ain't broke, why fix it? I want my bow actually. Let's see. Yeah, you need to go, dude. You're too much of a threat. The rage burns cold, and I know why. Oh, that'd be interesting. Corrupting document. Yeah, I need to heal a minute. Which means humans take more key damage. Oh, no. There we go. Yep. No Mugino. That's good. Shaking the rust off. I don't remember how I keep that down at the moment. No, there is. Tadakichi Destroyer. Sir, you're no match for me in my dog. And sorry, you're done. Nothing. Oh. My muscle memory from playing too many Nioh games expects me to find something crazy trying to kill me every 5 seconds. Let's explore the rooftop. I should have actually went up here and killed the cannon guy that way to preserve the ammo. But hindsight. Kick that down. Right, no, you gotta... Alright, yeah. It's like... Think about it for a minute. I think my sneak attack would kill. I remember there being... I fucked that up. I don't believe in locking on. Great. What those are used for off the top of my head at the moment. Nope. They feel like they're more aware than they were on. Might be possible on mine though. Yeah, we want whatever this is. There being like a serpent lady in here. I guess not. I am kidding. No, that's neat. I don't need it. But that's neat. Oh, big Gaki. I missed time in Reverse County. Yeah, get me away from the pool. Yeah, big guy keys aren't terrifying, they just do a lot. Regina. If I guess wrong, then they're gonna try and kill me. Yeah, okay, that one was easy. And we got their soul core. Neat. No way to sneak attack that. Move this way. Go down this way. I'm gonna fight this. Probably back away just so I can make sure I don't drown though. I don't like being near that water like that. I mean, could have been an easy win, but I don't trust it. Okay. I mistimed my first counter. Unfortunate. I used to be a lot better at that. There we go. My timing's all messed up. Thank you, Nioh. There's timing for Nioh too. Oh right, I have a thing where I think if I... Let me see if I can show it in the skill tree real quick. Yeah, what do these do? Oh, that's cool. But yeah, let me see if I can find... Which tree is this in? Is it not? I don't think it's in Samurai, is it? Might not be. I'll probably Shiftling, which is your yokai skill tree. Yokai form. Yeah. Curative cores too. Anytime I pick up a soul core, I restore 40% of my HP, I think, is what its current value is at. It can go even higher. Which is kind of OD for how often soul cores drop in this game. I used to actually really like the soul core system, even though I'm not good at using it.
You take on bandits, fiends. Just who in the world are you?
A person.
Please, spare my life. Wait, here, take this and leave me be.
I'm sorry, poor NPC.
Don't drag us into this. We've lost everything.
Dude had a hard time. Can't really say I blame him. Alright. Bam. Wham. Thank you, ma'am. I'm pretty sure I said that backwards, but you get the point. I think it's just this grave over here, right? Chivalrous Yoshinosuke? Yeah. I got something I'm working on while I play this, so if I ever stop and just sit there, it's because I'm trying to work on something. and had to take a break. I remember, yeah, no, I remember that. They have like a cannon guy in the background, along with a bunch of melee guys, just to annoy the hell out of you. Because I think this was them trying to teach you to use your ranged weapon, and making it, by punishing you for not using it. Because I think you learned to use the bow on the first level, where they tried to get you to at some point. Problem is, I've never liked ranged combat that much, so I have a tendency to ignore my ranged weapon. What you want? Oh, that's a Scampus. These guys are awesome. I love these guys. Also, I am playing the PS4 version and not the PS5, so it might look a bit dated. I don't really know. I don't get the difference. So, yeah. I don't own the remaster. I got the money. Not at the moment. Maybe somewhere down the line. Dark Zone up ahead. Okay. I don't know what's running this Dark Zone. Ramanaba. Is the Batterman to regen my key? Yeah. Dark Zone is reduced to your key. Right, it's gonna be in the shrine, isn't it? Oh, I hate you people. Oh, I wasn't sure which one that was, to be honest. But the Gaki's done. I don't even remember what they call the red guys. There are... I was right! I got hit anyways. Oh my god, the yokai puddles. Yeah, no. Get this gross fella. Oh my lord. I hate when you do the right thing and they still find a way to dodge it. And heal. Please save those tears. I couldn't. Eh. We'll finish off the Dark Sun and then come back to it. Whatever is in charge of it is in here. It looks like an Enki. This is so unserious. Grapple. You're not dead. Heavy into regular. Found the inner shrine key, which I think I needed that anyways to get to the boss. Yeah, it's fine. No scans. I can just run camera through. Fall. You will fall. I am just hanging out. Do. Anything killed in a dark zone once a dark zone is dispelled does not respawn as it was, so that's something to think about. I need to sort through my soul cores and equipment right now. Soul fusion, I can merge them together to raise levels, or resting rights and get skill points from getting rid of them, or equipment ones. What I like to do is, unless there's a reason I want to keep a soul core, I just go with highest level. And just get rid of the rest. I think it's easier. Soul cores are also different colors based off the type of soul core it's linked to. There are 3 different burst counters. Phantom, which is the one I've been using, where you stand still. Feral, which is a dash, and Brute, which is like a red, like smack. And the Guardian Spirit forms are different for each one. Feral is blue, Brute is red, Phantom is purple, for those who are unaware. and each guardian spirit counts for a different type of burst counter. And it tells you, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, some of these soul cores are DLC exclusive. What's this do again? Yeah, we have this stone thing that you can give items to. Right? It's a new game plus thing, I don't know. But yeah, if you look at this, you'll notice they're gonna say Phantom. What is this again? I don't know. This says Brute. This says Feral. Yeah, pretty simple system. And this is my current stat spread as of starting new game +1. 30, 31 across the board. So yeah. Since it's new game +1, I have all my Kodamas. I could release them, but there's really no point to it. Oh, that's maxed out, and it's worse. Okay. I'm just getting rid of all the extra stuff I'm not gonna end up using. If I this back to its lower level, my current switchblade is just better. But I found a tendency that corrupted weapons, if you use them a lot, often, not always, end up better than your regular weapon. And I really liked the corrupted weapons in this game. I know a lot of people probably didn't like them that much, and I think that's fair. I just thought they were really cool. I don't really need that anymore, I think. Outside Divine Gear, I'm probably eventually going to get rid of most of this. Now I'm okay with what I got, though. I think if it's below 200, I don't gotta worry about it. Where's helmets go? Get rid of a lot of this armor stuff. I'm just sorting right now before we take on the boss, the first level. A new game plus. Seeing if I can find a way to squeeze out like one level out of this. I can keep the other gourd. Not there. As far as magic goes, yeah. Rejuvenation, shrapnel bomb. I tried. Let's stop. Yeah. Sorry. I just kind of woke up like in the last like 40-50 minutes, so. Still a little. Alright, I think we've done all we can anyways to prepare, so let's keep going. I remember the path up to the boss not being that bad, at least. I can't remember anything that would really give me trouble before you reach... I think it's Gozuki this time? I'm up the pillies, pop my rejuvenation, for the heal over time. Spawn up to the function, and this mug is by the tree. He just looks at you like, first delivery. Like, god damn. Okay, I wasted all my... Yeah, the purple gauge is the burst counter gauge for those that didn't deal with that. You wish. Oh my lord. I got choices. Oh, I have a skill point. You wish. I'm a guardian spirit myself, thank you. Guardian spirit kills Suzuki to get him. Oh. Yeah, chill with that, dude. Take a heal. I messed that up. I swung into a grab. What a genius move on my end. Sir, I am not playing that game with you. Oh my lord, you're annoying. And I'm missing burst counters. My greed is rebelling. Keep going Dark Realm again. You missed! Unfortunately for you, I don't miss. I do like how all the Guardian Demon Spirit forms look good. Venom is definitely my favorite though. And we're freaking out. And it's Tokijiro. Back when he was a good guy. Relatively speaking.
Phew, that was a close one.
Indeed it was, good friend.
Any longer and it might have been too late for you.
I like how this game depicts Hideyoshi.
Wow, well I'll be.
Tokijiro.
Come on, grab what loot you can and get over it.
Yeah, give me a minute. I want to spend my skill point. I can. Mission done. Grab. I don't know, what do I want? Dude, my own thoughts are my own. Just for now, finish unlocking the rest of the tree, and I can think about the rest of it after.
Wait, you're gonna be all
Yeah,
day?
yeah, quiet, Dokichiro.
Hurry up, come here. I've been waiting for you. You, read the letter, right?
I did.
I'm Tokichiro. And you are?
My dagger. It has an inscribed name on it.
Hide. Alright.
Hide.
I'll call you Hiddy. Got a nice ring to it.
And this is where you would normally get Hideyoshi's first guardian spirit, if I remember correctly.
I rely on my wits, peddling spirit stones for a living. Then at some point, a monkey became my guide. You may be a demon that slays its own kin, but the soul within you is unmistakably human. Something tells me the two of us will make a good team.
The start of a long,
A
fruitful...
reprobate and a part yokai. Will you walk this path with me? Let's head up in the world and follow our dreams.
He was ambitious from the word go. Can't fault him there.
So, what'll it be? Come on, you got no place to be. Tag along.
He was a likable guy at some
You showed
point.
that
That's the
thing who's
crazy thing.
boss. What? You take a vow of silence?
They even
Ah,
make
sorry,
fun of
I'm
it.
sorry. You sure you've got your reasons?
And title drop. God, what a good intro mission. The Twilight Mission scale, were they even unlocked in Game Plus yet? Got a Mezuki Soul Core. Yeah, these are new to New Game Plus. But, that is interesting. Traces. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is then. That'll let me go to a different region, but I don't want to do that. My setup. I might trade Tengen Kujaku for a different type of Soul Core, though. Even though I'm most comfortable with Phantom, I did like my time when I used Ferals. But I like the flexibility that comes with this system a lot. I could just merge them. Yeah. Trade this for... Yeah, Sohaya. Either Parade or the Forest Field in Darkness. I ain't done one of these before, so let's figure out how this works. It's gonna send me to Honoji. Sure. Oh, is it time limited? It looked like it might be a time limit thing. Is it gonna be like an enemy gauntlet? I didn't have enough gauge for that. What? I think I could do that. Okay, it is time limited. That's... Okay, I should really swap the barrel next time. That guy's gone. Ow. Yeah, I just wanna... Dude, come on. There's too much range fire on this map already. I'm already almost out of time. Yeah, that's kind of why Feral's difficult to use. Hey, Boca. We just got to the boss and we're gonna time out. Damn it. Yeah, okay, let me... Ow. Yeah, fire stop. Ow. I can't see. That didn't help. Do that. Oh. There's the top thing again. I think Nioh 2 is the best in the entire series. There are people who will argue otherwise. I will disagree with them to the day I die. I love this game. I think if you're a Souls fan, Nioh 2 is like a must play. Or just a Nioh fan in general. There's too much going on the fucking screen right now. You're gonna have to excuse me if I don't talk a lot at the moment. I'm trying to lock the frick in on a boss that I hate fighting a lot. I find Kasha to be really annoying. I didn't get my Tasman up because Tagaki. Okay, that time I can get it up. I'm almost out of heals. Done and dusted. Give me... Yeah, I had to lock in for that moment. I feel good Reddit now. Took everything I had, but we got through it. Because this is a new Game Plus thing called a Demon Parade Breaks Scroll. You're time limited to clear a boss and a bunch of enemies. And that was painful. But I got some time to kill and I'm working on something in the background, so I decided to play this for a bit. I don't know what these do yet. It says you can equip them once you beat it, so I'm going to figure out what that means. Did it change? No. No, wait. This is actually just the beginning of the game on New Game Plus, basically. And the picture scrolls were a base game thing. The DLC, is like way later in the timeline. We're at like the beginning of the game on New Game Plus, basically. And we just met Hideyoshi. Well, Tokichiro. But yeah, the picture scrolls are a New Game Plus only thing. And apparently they're equipable. I don't know what that does for me, but I'm gonna equip it. But yeah, I'm basically in New Game Plus, which is basically enemies are stronger, tougher, but I already have some degree of a build going. I'm trying to make sure I'm following the order though, since they don't really sort the missions on New Game Plus. You can technically go in order based on the regions already unlocked, but that's the next main mission. I think this is the first side mission, so we'll do this next. Yeah, I'd say so. Nioh 2 is one of the best games I've known in terms of telling a story with a silent protagonist, where the protagonist does not talk, but you still can follow the story easily and actually get attached to the characters. Like, I think the way Hide was written in this game is easily one of the best written, like, Soulsborne characters for a silent protagonist, just in general. The weight drop might be worth it at some point. Could also increase health. I might just keep going even until I feel the need to reset my build at some point. Hey, what you doing, Tokichiro?
Hurry up, Hiddy! Grab the spirit stones. Let's get out of here.
I'll be waiting here, okay? Oh, and if you're in trouble, this might come in useful.
I don't... There's no boss for this level, per se. This is a side quest, so it's probably just gonna be like a bunch of grunts and stuff. The bright side of New Game Plus in this right now is New Game Plus, I don't have to worry if I got all the collectibles in New Game 1. Like the Kodamas and stuff, which boost your stuff. They carry over from New Game. There are things that carry over between New Game and New Game Plus. There's also a lot of new stuff you get only in New Game Plus. So, New Game Plus is different enough from New Game to warrant a playthrough. But that's why you've heard Archive say, like, Nioh, Wolong and stuff. A lot of it starts with playthrough too. It's because there's a lot of stuff that's locked exclusively second playthrough on. I'm gonna kick down a tree. I'm gonna check over here. I didn't see you, sir. You would have been better off not telling me you were there, though. Yeah, it's got high replayability. Especially on the gameplay side. I'd argue the story, you can see it once and then just kind of forget it and be okay. But at least gameplay-wise, I'd say Nioh, Wolong, etc., the replayability is very high for people who want to min-max. And it has up to, like, New Game Plus, like, 5 or something. Plus 7. Something crazy like that. And each time it just gets harder and harder. So, I'm only on New Game Plus 1, but you have to clear New Game to unlock New Game Plus 1. And then, depending on which Nioh game it is, I think Nioh 1, it unlocked all the 5 New Game Pluses. But the level scaling gets worse as you go higher. So there's that. But yeah, I'd say Nioh games have a lot of replayability. That guy just tried to do a grab move where he kills himself and kills me with him. It would have probably worked too. That's the worst part. I hate him. Yeah, I've played Wolong to completion on New Game. Also, this archer guy pissed me off. I played all the Wolong and Nioh games to completion outside of Nioh 1, because when Nioh 1 came out, I couldn't beat all the side missions because the side missions in that game were bullshit. They throw 2 story bosses against you at once, and then I never got around to really playing the DLC for Nioh 1. But I did beat the main story of Nioh 1. But that's the only one where I can say I didn't really fully beat it. And that's because Nioh 1... That game was just bullshit, man. It was the first game, so they didn't know how to difficulty scale well. And the main story didn't suffer from the difficulty scaling problems. The side content did horribly. I'd say Nioh 1 is like your Fire Emblem 1 to the series, almost, if you've played Fire Emblem. It's archaic, it's dated, but it's still solid enough. But the biggest complaint I will always say was Nioh 1's biggest problem was the difficulty scaling was really bad, so a lot of people ended up resorting to cheese builds. Since Guardian Spirit in that game didn't go down, well, it did go down when you're getting hit, but since it made you invincible, people resorted to Guardian Spirit cheese builds because of all the side quests with 2v1 bosses, where you would just spam infinite Guardian Spirit. It was too strong in the first game to where people built cheese builds around it to deal with the unfair difficulty of the 2v1 boss fights. Like, I think Nioh 1 is like the second best game in the series of the 3. I think Nioh 3 is the worst one in the series, like flat out. So Nioh 1 still sticks to the mission-based system and is benefited a lot for it. I would just say my biggest gripe with Nioh 1 is the difficulty is very poor in terms of scaling, depending on if you're doing a side quest or a main quest. I also think since Nioh 1 starts with a pre-named character, that they didn't have to try as hard with storytelling. But yeah, like, to me, Nioh 2 is a 10 out of 10, Nioh 1's like a 7, Nioh 3 is like a 6. Like, it has the best graphics, but it suffers a lot because they tried to make the game open world. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Nioh works with open world. I think it was a bad choice, because the open world is pretty much like an Ubisoft open world in Nioh 3. There's a lot to do, but there's no substance to a lot of it. The combat is as smooth as ever, even though there are combat changes from Nioh 2 to 3 I really hated. Burst counter being one of the main ones that they changed. But part of that is you were playing a full human again and not a half human, half yokai like in Nioh 2. I also hated how they changed soul cores and magic in Nioh 3, and how weapons got locked to the new style system. Nioh 3 in general just made a lot of questionable changes that I don't think went over well. I think it sold well, but I don't think for longtime fans it kept them happy. I think a lot of people probably end up playing Nioh 3 and going back to Nioh 2 because they weren't a fan of the open world or the changes that were made. That's why I wanted to revisit Nioh 2, in fact, is because I thought Nioh 3, well, not a steaming pile of garbage, I thought it did a lot of missteps in the wrong direction and took the franchise in a direction I wasn't happy with. Like, I enjoyed my time with it, but if you ask me if it was like... I'd say if you're gonna start somewhere between Nioh 2 and 3, I think 2 is better. Just like flat out. If I had to tell anyone to just play one Nioh game, this is where I'd tell them to start. Not to mention you can get Nioh 2 in a bundle with Nioh 1 remastered for like $70, I think. So you can technically get Nioh 1 and 2 for the same price you can get Nioh 3. And I don't even think Nioh 3 is worth the price tag. I bought it when it first came out, but if you ask me if that was a $70, $60 game, I'll be real, it's a $40 game masqueraded as a $70 game. They tried. They tried to make a good game. They tried to do something new. The execution fell flat on its face. But I say if you want peak Nioh experience, go play Nioh 2. Or even Nioh 1. Despite its flaws. I think Nioh... I was thoroughly let down by Nioh 3. Not to mention, they announced DLC at the start, and it's been almost like a year or two now, and it still hasn't come out for that game. Also, Koei's known for not lowering their price tags, Poker, even when the game's not worth it, so... But, it's not a surprise. People have called Koei out on the fact their game's overpriced for a long time now, and frankly, I kinda agree. A lot of their games do not justify the price tag they are put at. And it's not slander, it's my opinion. It would be slander if it was defaming the company as a whole, but... I mean, if you want my thoughts on Nioh 3, I have a review up on the channel under game reviews where I go more in depth on what I didn't like and what I liked about it. But to me, it's one of those games I thought was really cool in concept, and the execution was so lacking. I think I honestly was just genuinely, as a longtime fan of the series, disappointed. That was what the review was, basically, is me talking about what I liked about Nioh 3 and what I hated, while also giving my honest review at the end. I also have my full Nioh 3 playthrough if you want to see my reaction as I played through it in real time. Because I already have a Nioh 3 playthrough up on the channel from around when the game came out, and the game hasn't really changed. But yeah, I made like a full review video covering what I liked, what I hated, and my overall like score of the game. But I think people expect when you review something to just give a score, when for me, if I'm going to review something, I'm going to tell you straight up, hey, this is what I liked, this is what I didn't like, this is what I thought, and this is how I would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. But yeah, I made like a full video just giving my honest thoughts and a review of Nioh 3 at one point. My Nioh 3 stuff didn't even do that well. It kind of did poor on my metrics. But it was fun for what it was. If you're asking me if I'm ever itching to go back anytime soon, I'm literally only going to go back long enough to finish the DLC, and I will never play that game again, probably. I also felt like it had the weakest story in the whole series. And don't get me wrong, the story in Nioh games is secondary, but to me that's part of the experience as someone who likes Nioh, at least for the first playthrough. And Nioh 3's story is literally just jealousy the story. It's like, oh no, my sibling is so much better than me, oh no, I'm gonna get possessed. It's like, dude, the storytelling is shit. I don't really care if people disagree with me, Poka. Like, that's my thing, is like, I I do this for me, so I don't really care if people disagree with me, because I know how I feel and what I think. And if they don't agree, that's their MO. But that's kind of where I stay, is like, I don't mind sharing my thoughts and opinions on something, as long, or even criticism or someone having a different opinion, as long as it's civil. Because I don't honestly care. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. We're probably going to finish this side quest, and then I think I'm going to have to take a break a minute. Because I'm working on something in the background, so I'm going to have to dip out for a moment. But yeah, I don't mind giving my thoughts and opinions on things. Better to express them than to... Oh, fuck. Than to just let myself bottle it up. And it eventually hurt me. I messed that up. I hate that grab move so much. It's so hard to dodge. There was Kindle, but everyone ended up having to ban Kindle because the dude was just being a troll, being a dick. The only person I've banned, we all end up banning because the dude was just being rude, being a dick to everyone. Why do you ask? But yeah, the only time I've ever banned someone is someone that was causing everyone in the group problems, including me. I think the only exception was Wolf, but he went ahead and banned him because they were negatively impacting the community. And as someone once told me back when I served a ban back in my Smash days, the reason you got banned is because you're taking more away from the community you're giving, and we don't want you around. That's why they got banned. Granted, the person that got me banned from those times is now one of my best friends, and I was basically used against them in a false situation created by those who had come before them, built on lies. But that's why I always tell people in this day and age, be careful of the people you think are friends and who you can trust, because you never know when someone's going to turn out to be a scumbag, and when you'll hurt someone who doesn't deserve it. Because the thing about that, Polka, is there comes a certain point where there's such a negative influence that it becomes impossible to ignore them, and it's better to get rid of them than try and let them be, because if it starts annoying the streamer, it's going to eventually start annoying everyone else there, and basically make the stream experience worse. Like, as a streamer, it's your job to moderate and create the community you want. So, doing something like that would have a negative impact on your viewership and on the community. I don't expect you to agree with me, but that's just kind of how it was. It would be different if it was just like me, but it was affecting me and multiple of the people I work with. To some degree, you are playing into it, yes, but they weren't going to stop regardless. That's the thing. The best solution to deal with a problem like that is just get rid of them. They can't cause problems if they're banned. Yeah, I think we go here next, but I gotta take a break a minute. I'll be right back. if I have time, I plan on streaming Nobutada later tonight. But that's just a wait and see. Like, I want to do more Nobutada, and I didn't get to go as long as I wanted last night. So if I can make the time, I will do more Nobutada tonight. If not, I'm sure someone else is gonna do something. Yeah, okay, this main mission is supposed to be next. First, let's go and meet with a potential buyer for the spirits to live together. The clan is, let's say, pretty well known around these boys. He knows me. He knows me now, and we've arranged a discreet meeting. Let's really sell ourselves and see if we'll send some more work our way. Right. At least all my progression carries over. But yeah, if I can find time, I will do more Nobutada later. How high can I send this? We'll do one from now on, just so. Tatara, a village looking out onto a mountain lake, was given its name, which means Bella's duty in the iron spotting industry was located there. Countless drifters settled there over the years and formed the backbone of the community. Now the once bustling village lies in ruin, and only a select few blacksmiths made it to enter the forge found at its heart. Oh. Right, I forgot how.
Are the stones I recently procured in Jusan Zakura.
I'm like a level 100, like 50 something dude from the DLC.
You
And that's
clearly
the
recognize
Viper.
their quality, Master Dosan. Please, have faith in me. I will sniff out the very finest stones.
Well, you seem to have good taste for a monkey.
I only hope to one day be as bold as you, Master Dosan, partaking of meat inside a temple.
A strange form of flattery. But I do require your services nonetheless.
Please, leave it to me. You won't find a better monkey for the job.
The Viper.
Want a bite?
They really captured Dosan kind of well in this game. But yeah, like, you're talking recommended level 123 Poke, but if you look at my level, if I can find that, 203. I'm so over level. I've just been playing the DLC in part 1.
This place isn't... Eddie, before I...
303. I did that for a minute to check what you were asking, and the game says I have 303 hours. And that was on the first playthrough alone for the most part. And about 2 or 3 of those are today, so probably before this it was 300. But when I say I love this game, I meant it. Like, there are very few games that can hold me for 300 hours, even with DLC. I fucked that up. Oh, he's gonna suicide move. Yeah. I'll probably finish this level and probably wrap up stream here. That's kind of where my brain's at. I don't think I'm gonna finish all of chapter 1, and I have other things I want to do today. That, and I'm kind of half distracted because I'm trying to work on some stuff in the background. But, yeah. I think for me, I'm gonna just turn these into like 2-3 hour stream increments when I get the chance. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Is like, do this on occasion, not all the time. Till eventually I beat New Game Plus 1. Yeah, no. Don't try and suicide move me. But yeah. My ideal streaming length is 2 to 3 hours, to be honest. Like, I've done up to 6 hour streams before, but around like the 4 or 5 hour mark, on most occasions, my headset starts bothering me. So I find for me, like, 2 or 3 hours is ideal. But I have a lot of inconsistency with that too. Hit this. Nothing. Yeah, those ones normally end up really long because of how much, like, work there is in the background on that. It's micro-intensive. Those streams end up long because of that. Rise to Power is great. I just wish it was less micro-intensive. On one hand, I really like that. On the other hand, it makes the playtime really long compared to what it needs to be. It's like kind of hit or miss. Yeah, I'm gonna heal real quick. Switch cleaves are long range weapons. Oh, that wasn't cool. You can't see me, but I can see you. It's a fun game. I'd say the biggest thing that works both for and against it is very micro intensive in terms of resource management. I don't mind micro in my games too much. I think the big thing with Rise to Power micro that bothers me is just how often you have to do it. I have to constantly, like, say muskets go here, horses go here, this, that. It's a great game, but the micro-intensiveness of it at times is very grating on the brain. Not to any fault of its own. It's just kind of how the game was designed. Great game, but damn do I wish I could, like, just, like, transfer all or something in an easier fashion. The thing about, you can't make a province in it. You can delegate the castle, which is what I do. Like, I could make that even more micro-intensive if I wanted to, Poka. That's the thing, like, I'm limiting how micro-intensive it is, and you still see how much micro I'm doing. But yeah, you can delegate the governor to command the province and do all the building and stuff, and that's what I do. But even with all that, you see how intensive it gets on the micro. And I don't think you can make a province, and even if you can, again, it's like people say, like, don't trust the AI to do anything in a Koei game. The AI is so bad that if you give them a province, they'll probably find a way to fuck it up. Because it's a Koei game. The AI is built to be dog shit. Oh, it's a dark area in there. Okay. But yeah. The battle system in Rise to Power is great. I'd say the biggest thing the game falters on is the micro intensity is way too heavy, even when you're trying to minimize micro. But my concern with Koei doing remakes in general is I'm worried that they won't do the remakes justice. The first time they tried to remake was Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8, and it did terrible. That's why whenever I see people getting their hopes up for Dynasty Warriors 3 Master going, it looks good, I'm like, yeah, y'all tried to also say Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 remake was gonna be good, and that game turned out to be dog shit. Quit giving the benefit of a doubt to a company that has shown they will screw up a remake. It's the worst game in the series, Poka. I've seen dog shit with more talent than that game. That game was like 3 at best. And the PUK did not fix any of the problems and was PC exclusive. You didn't even get the PUK on console for that game. They made it PC exclusive because the game did so poorly. And was so poorly received. So if you bought it on console, you didn't get the updated version at all. Because they refused to port the PUK because it did so poorly. I mean, you have people who tell you go play the original game because 8 Remake was that bad. And the original game came out in like the early 2000s. No, it is not. I'd say Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 Remake is actually like the worst game in the series. Like, I think there was an argument to be had that it was 14 prior to that game coming out. As much as people love 14, 14 is very controversial to begin with, though. Because as far as like community runs go, 14 is great. As far as base game goes, mostly because of simulation-based combat. Most people who are RFTK fans, since they mostly play for the Officer Power Fantasy, did not like it. And I frankly get it. Because the game's slow, tedious, and half-finished. But I think there was a conversation to be had that ROTK 14 was the worst one. And then 8 Remake happened, and now 8 Remake took its spot. Yeah, turns out having the most scenarios doesn't fix the game where the gameplay loop is dog shit, Poka. Like, 8 Remake, the AI is super passive. They never actually aggro. It's like, I played it for like a couple hundred hours, and then I just put it down, and I was like, I'm never playing this again. But if you ask me if it was a $60 game, I felt ripped off. I felt lied to by people who had openly promoted the game. Because 8 Remake, I shit you not when I say, well, the gameplay loop is also just really bad, but yeah, the AI just didn't do anything. They just sit on like Kajillion troops and not even try and kill you. Like, it was super passive. The gameplay loop itself was also really boring because it's just a bunch of fetch quests to build into whatever you want to build. And you had an order limit per, like, council phase, which was once every 4 turns, where everything would cost an order. So you could only take 4 actions a turn, and if you marched, you burnt all your orders. And I know some of that was from the original, but they somehow made it even worse in the remake. Like, the only good thing I can say about 8 Remake is that for someone who knows nothing of the series, it's not the worst starting point. If you're an ROTK fan already at all, you're gonna hate that game. You'll play it for 1 or 2 playthroughs, you'll put it down, and you'll not miss a damn thing. Because the game's slow, the AI is passive, nothing ever happens unless you make it happen. And just in general, the game's like half-cocked. The map's also set up in a way where defense is heavily incentivized and rewarded, and making any aggressive push typically lands you flat on your ass. No. There is no argument to be had. Like, if someone asks me how bad I think 8 Remake is, I have to go back and forth in my head if the game was better than Dynasty Warriors 9. And honestly, when I think about it, as someone who's put thousands of hours in Dynasty Warriors 9 and hundreds of hours in 8 Remake, I'm like, I would rather go back and play Dynasty Warriors 9 again. Because at least that was funny. 8 Remake is just bad without even being funny. Like, there's funny bad, and then there's, like, bad for the sake of being bad. And 8 Remake is bad for the sake of being bad. I don't want to hurt myself that much, Poka. Like, Dynasty Warriors 9, I could see myself doing, like, a couple streams for, because, honestly, that game was such a cool concept, but so ass. But it's one of the few times I actually had to no longer listen to the dub, because the dub is, like, comically awful due to the voice actor strikes during the time 9 was created. Like, I unironically think if I tried to stream 8 Remake, I'd play it for, like, 5 minutes, I'd get bored, I'd say, okay, I'm calling the stream here, and call it a day. At least Dynasty Warriors 9, I'd be able to laugh about it with how bad it was. These guys are not normally here to New Game Plus either. This is normally like one of the fire guys, I think. I freaking hate Magatsu's, dude. But yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9 replaced... Also, in case you're wondering, I went over this earlier, Poka, but in case you're wondering why I'm healing when I picked up soul cores, let me show you something in my skill tree. Yeah, anytime I pick up a soul core, I get 40% healing back. It's kind of OD. This whole skill tree, since you're no longer half yokai in Nioh 3, is gone, because this literally is a Nioh 2 exclusive, like, skill tree to being half yokai. Yeah, there's a lot of depth to be had in this game. I play what is arguably considered the best build in the game, which is the Magic Switchblade build. That's so corny. But I also played Switchblade since it came out in Nioh 2. I love just healing for killing my enemies, though. It's kind of OD. That's so bullshit that I can do that. I forgot how dumb. Corrupted weapons are OD, man. I love these things. But yeah. I've never actually played like New Game Plus in a Nioh or Wallong game before today, but I didn't want to restart from the beginning again, so I just said fuck it. It wouldn't have been that hard to restart from the beginning. No, I do not. I am a Switchblade player, and I will remain a filthy Switchblade player, my good sir. I love my long-range weapon. But Switchblade was not a thing till Nioh 2. In Nioh 1, if my memory serves me correctly, the best weapon was the spear. Which was kind of funny. But Nioh 1 had a lot less weapon variety, too. You had spear, Kusarigama, the sword, dual sword. Okay, you just tried to shoot me. That's rude, sir. Sir, I insist you stop shooting at me! For me, the one weapon that's been in the game since Nioh 1 that I hate the most, and I know it has fans, there might be people who hate me for saying it, it's the axe. I don't know how people play axe builds without wanting to hurt themselves. Like, look at this shit. This shit's slow. Is that even the axe, or is that a hammer? I can't fucking tell the way this game sorts weapons. But I don't like axes in Nioh in general. But axe is like the strength build of the series. Like, hits hard, leaves you very vulnerable. I need to find... Yeah. Everything is always going to be all preference when it comes to builds in games like this. I need to find my... Oh, there it was. Yeah, there. Give that back. And I was a Kusarigama player in Nioh 1. The Kusarigama got so much better in Nioh 2. But the problem was, the Kusarigama got better, but I still love my Switchblade more. Oh, this part of the map sucks. I don't like this part of the map. Please stop. Don't hurt me. That was too early. Also, the green gauge is your stamina, the blue is your health, and the purple is your gauge tied to burst counter, and you burn a gauge every time you do it. So there's that to think about. I don't think I really plan on going back. I do gotta stop for just a moment to switch something over. I'll be right back. Never mind, I'm gonna have to wait on someone to get back to do that, so I guess we'll ride this out at this point. Basically, Hideyoshi is peddling spirit stones to Dosan and is now his lackey. And he offered us food, but basically we are technically serving Dosan now. And he's trying to have us retrieve something. They didn't really tell us what it was. We're eventually gonna get to a really big plot reveal that you're gonna find crazy, but I'm not gonna say anything in case you haven't played this game before. Because when you find out about the plot reveal, you're gonna think, what the fuck? What's that? Your trophy. Oh, that's cool. Do for you. I've never unlocked that before. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for people whose first time is watching this until we get to the part and they don't get it still. All because I'm familiar with the story, I know some of y'all won't be. And I'd rather let y'all experience it for yourselves if I can. Get the authentic experience. Yeah, no, you're done. You're not the one in charge of the Dark Zone? I guess it wasn't the one that created the Dark Zone. Means the one that created it is still in for some... Oh, big guy key. I mean, if the graves disappear from... I'd rather finish out the Dark Zone. If I can. Yeah, there we go. Dark Zone done. Open the chest. Open the chest. Take what in the chest. Let's trigger the graves now. The only reason I was avoiding triggering these while in the Dark Zone was Dark Zone reduces the rate at which you replenish your key. So fighting these in the Dark Zone technically would have been a little harder. Because our stamina would not go up as fast. But stamina in this game is called ki anyways. The thing I'm doing with the white light is called ki pulse. You can early or late it if you're not careful. But ki pulse shows a white light, and the minute it glows around you like that, you want to pulse every time if you can. Sometimes you'll have to do it early or late, depending on who you're fighting. Yeah. One thing you're gonna learn from watching me, Poka, is level scaling in Nioh is bullshit. You can be like level 500 and still get your ass kicked on a map like this if you're not careful. Like, levels in Nioh are just a suggestion. You can take shit on underleveled, you can take shit on overleveled. I wouldn't advise trying to take anything on underleveled if you can help it. But... yeah, pretty much. Level of stats and numbers, like... it helps. At the end of the day, if you still suck, you still suck. I might have to heat. Oh. Get my heal before. Regina, what are you gonna do? I did the wrong thing. They're gonna fight me. Basically, the way Muginas work is you want to do the same gesture as them, get them to give you loot without fighting. If you fuck it up, just expect to have to kill them. Any big guy that does big damage is scary, Poka. Everything in Nioh can kill you. It's why I say, this game is a killing game. You either kill them or they kill you. Like, you hear a lot of FGC guys tell you their game is a killing game. And that's what they mean by it. Is you kill them or they kill you first. And in my opinion, Nioh is a killing game. You either kill them first or they're gonna kill you. I don't remember. Trust me down into an area I've been to before. Okay, no, this just opening up the backtrack route. I fell. I believe Endra. And he's a fire-themed boss. I know, surprising. The big bad boss of this stage is fire-themed. Who would have thunk it? I thought he was gonna be water-themed. But Nioh is basically what you can call of demons and yokai. I'm in low stance, it's dodge stance, it's not ideal, but it works. This game really likes its fire bosses. Like, if anyone complained to me Nioh 2 had too many fire bosses, I'd be like, you're right. Like, as much as I love this game, the amount of bosses that use fire in this game is kind of funny. Give you that. I don't know if it's in my eyes, I'd say it's the coolest element, but I think for game devs it's the easiest element to work with. Oh, wait, you said in your eyes. Okay. That's fair. I don't know if I'd consider it the coolest personally. I just think it's one of the easiest for game devs to work with because you can do a lot with fire without having to be crazy about it. It's a lot. But this game has so much fire at times, you'd think it is literally just about fire. I mean, there are a few bosses I can think that might have like something similar to Thunder and Earth type stuff, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to really think on that for more than 5 minutes. And, Ippon da Tada. I'm Guardian Spiriting for the iframe. That was a scutty situation. Luckily, the opponent Daitara does not respawn, but that was a rough fight. Had to rely on some Guardian Spirit iframes to help make sure that was not awful. Sir, I will have you know, you are annoying. Oh my god, I accidentally stepped in the fire. No, it wasn't a spawn out of nowhere. It was a Dark Realm puddle. Like, you have those Dark Realm areas, and there are like gray marks on the map that are Dark Realm puddles. So I knew he was gonna spawn there. I just didn't know we'd end up in a situation where we'd have to fight him and another guy at the same time. Like, I knew the spawn was there, though. Like, they show you that that's gonna be a spawn based off the Dark Realm logic. I just was not ready for it to do what it did at the moment. Which is more a fault on my end, because I'm rusty. Yeah, pretty much. We weren't prepared to fall down there and trigger the spawn. At the moment. And when I accidentally triggered the spawn, I got put in a situation where I had to use my get out of jail free card. I need to grab my stone and swap it out. Trying to remember if there's anything I missed over here at the moment. My brain is working overtime. I'll go back down this way. Because I want to go check back out that area just because I didn't really get to finish fully exploring it because I freaking fell. But yeah, that was a dicey situation to get put into. If I was not ready with Guardian Spirit, I was gonna get hosed. Because that was a death waiting to happen. There was nothing up here left. Okay. Had to double check. Never know. There's one up there too. We're getting close to... Oh crap, not you again. We're not friends. I hate Magatsu so much. You might kill me. Between you and the range guy, I just might die here. Oh shit, I fell into the fire. I'm stuck. I'm trying to escape. These guys are already hard enough without the range fire support. The range fire was making that really difficult. I need to... Like, the range fire by itself wasn't too bad. It's range fire plus Magatsu. Like, that's devious. Yeah, that was just a really bad combination, so I was trying to just escape and separate them. Magatsu's do so much damage, too. And they have a range attack. He didn't use it, thankfully, but... I think they're Thunder themed, too, the Magatsu guys, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, that was not a good spot to be in. We're almost at the end of the level. Take every moment like I've been waiting to sleep. Yeah, there's a puzzle up ahead, and that's really it. Pause up ahead, a few enemies. I removed their being range fire support for this guy. Yeah, you. Yeah, it's actually Magatsu. But again, because this is New Game Plus, the enemy variety in the early game is a bit stronger. Like, they don't normally spawn on this level in New Game. But since I'm playing on New Game Plus, the enemies are going to be stronger, and the variety of enemies that are you see off the bat are going to be different. I think normally on this stage, it's mostly like Gakis and Enkis, mostly. Whatever did happen to the guy with the... Yeah, this is more in line with what you should expect if you're playing this game for the first time on the level. Something like this guy, or the Ippon Datara. Yeah, that's kind of hard to deal with. But yeah, you gotta keep in mind that the enemy variety is gonna be a little changed here, because I'm on New Game Plus. Like, Magatsu, I think in the base version of the game, New Game, I don't think you see them till Anegawa. Yeah, those Enkis are monkey demons, essentially, and they are, and the Magatsus are freaking, they're fun. Yeah, there's a puzzle in here, and a shrine. Yeah, you're fun. There's a Scampus here. There's also a Nurikabe in this area. Rub your head. You're good. Look. I meant to swap to high stance because high stance is attack stance. But low stance will work for these guys, thankfully. But the game has this whole stance system. Low stance burns the least energy, best for evading. Mid stance, you're not going to use it a lot. Unless your weapon type really likes the attack button for it. Like dual swords or something. And it's mostly used for blocking, which is kind of dog shit in this game. So don't even think about using it to block. And then high stance, your attack stance. Burns the most energy, though. So. And then you have Chi stance, which is actually just kind of useless, but hey. Kick down the water bucket. There are technically ways I can cheese through this right now. I am a high stance, low stance enjoyer. Like, I like high stance for its offensive capabilities. I like low stance for its evasive capabilities. Like, I think mid stance is trash. I'm sure for certain weapons it's great. But for me, I have never liked mid stance, and yeah, I got 2-shot. There was no good way out of that one, I must say. Luckily, I have an auto spirit regain thing, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Because that means everything just respawned. Well, oh well. Yeah, small room, big guy. And I have to find a way to beat him no matter what, so there's that problem to think about. I won. We had a sniper challenge. I won. Also, the reason you saw me pop one of my fire stop talismans there is I can't get burned as long as fire stop is active. So it lets me run through the fire without getting the burn status ailment. I'm not too concerned, Poka. As someone who's played the game before, this is kind of just par for the course. I also think I could have played that a little better anyways. Yeah, he's a dark zone thing. Oh, the door's open anyways. I could just throw him out of here. Oh my god. The door was open. Why did I think it was closed? That was... Sir, please die. Oh my god, guy with cannon, you are not helping me, are you? Well, fuck yourself. So he's not gonna respawn because he was a dark carrier thing. But the other guy with the cannon still killed me. I got all my stuff back due to my auto grave replenishment. I mean, really depends, Thomas, on what you define as skill-based gameplay. Like, if you ask me, I think Nioh 1's harder than Sekiro. I'd say Nioh 2's relative. Nioh 3 is probably easier than both of them, if I'm honest with myself. But a lot of my problems with Nioh 3 also comes from the fact my muscle memory's on Nioh 2. That and I didn't like the open world, so there's that. But, yeah, it really depends on which Nioh game you're talking, in my opinion. I think Nioh 2 and Sekiro are relative. But Nioh 1 is harder for sure. Oh, that's bad. He's gonna turn big ducky. Yeah. Because I let my guard down. I need to regain stamina a minute. Well, bright side, the big guy I know won't respawn over here. The cannon guy's still there, and I should have killed him first. He's lucky. Forgot about him last time. Enough to where he actually killed me. Avenging my body. Those games aren't hard, Thomas. Ghost of Tsushima, Yote aren't hard games. Like, Yote has one hard thing, and that's Takezo. And that's a side quest. But I'd say the Ghost of Tsushima Yote games are closer to beat 'em ups than actual, like, hard games at all. Even on lethal difficulty, I didn't feel too pressed with those games. And I play Souls games, so that tells me all I need to know. Sir, could you stop shooting at me for 5 seconds, you dumb... I hate ranged guys. I haven't played Elden Ring, Poka. From what I've watched of Elden Ring, it might be harder, it might not be. I didn't play it. I mostly watched people play it when it came out, and I've never gotten around to it, so I can't fairly judge. If I'm honest, I'm not too interested in Elden Ring either, though, mostly because of the open world. But I'm kind of in the same camp as Archive when it comes to open world games. I'm just not a big fan of open world. Like, I've seen it done well, and it's enjoyable when it's done well, but open world as a whole is just, it's not for me. Like, I learned that when I tried playing the Horizon games. People love those games, but me, I didn't like my time with those games at all. Yeah, I just don't like open world, and that's my own problem. That's not anyone else's fault. That's just, I just don't like it. Is that my way of saying it's bad? It's my way of saying it's not for me. I'm so sick and tired of the open world trend that the more I see it, the more I want to smash my head against the wall and tell them stop. I'm too old for this shit, man. I'd rather have this one equipped for this, actually. I'll go back to Suzaku. Also, both my guardian spirits right now, Poka, are from DLC, so I don't think that's that hot of a take, to be honest, Poka. I think racing games in general are just like the definition of peak mid. Like, they're good at what they do well, but as far as actual, like, fun games go, it's like, yeah, it's peak mid. Again, I've never played a Forza Horizon game, but I've played stuff for, like, Need for Speed, and I'm like, they're good at what they try to do. Would I go out of my way to seek games like that? Especially at the price tag nowadays? Fuck no. It's like your fucking Madden, your FIFA, your NBA games. They expect to charge you like $60 for the same game every time. Your Call of Duty. Like, fuck no. I didn't see you there, sir. Yeah, it's just like they're overpriced and not underperforming, but how do I put this? You get what I'm trying to say, I think. They're overpriced and not as good as their price tag would make you think. I don't know a better way of putting it. But I think the game industry nowadays is pretty slop intensive and cost inefficient. I shouldn't pick that fight. Like, I know people are saying we're heading towards a crash. I'd say from an outside looking in that indie devs are on a rise, AAA devs are struggling. So for me, I'd say, yeah, like your Maddens, your FIFA, your Call of Duties, whatever, it's just not worth it, especially in this economic situation on top of it. I just think game devs need to be better. And part of that could be on the publishers. But I just think that the age we live in... Also, in case you're wondering, normally you don't get your grade back that easily. But you see, Poka, the reason I got my grade back so easily every time, because normally you'd have to run and retrieve it, is I have plus 36% auto grade recovery. 36.7. So there's a 1 in 3 chance I get my grade back every time without having to go manually retrieve it. I also have treasure sensor to tell me where the treasure chests are on a map. So there's that. Okay, you're fucking easy for that. No, no, no. Well, that hurt. I have the build I'm used to at this point, yeah. To do what I like to do. I don't have to care as much because I've built myself in a way where I can just, like, get everything back as soon as I need it. This is what I call the build I use to play Nioh and just chill out and relax and have my own fun. I don't have to stress over chasing down my grave when I die. I don't have to stress about losing my experience points. I can just do whatever I want to do and be okay. I missed the burst counter. But yeah, I have everything I like to have on a build, on this build. And it's useful. That'll let me open the boss room. Right, you can't rush the boss room, actually. Chest I missed up here? Or am I just going crazy? Pretty much, yeah. When I made builds in this game, it was mostly just for me to have my fun while also not having to stress over every minute game detail. I create what I love to play. I need to go down this way. Yeah, it's a dark realm. I remember that. And I can see the boss for the dark realm is around here. Somewhere. Sir, you do not stop with your cannon having ass. Thank you. I knew you weren't the guy in charge, but I didn't want shot. But yeah, most of my new game runs is just getting the... Right. You. I fucked up and missed my counter. And now I die on a hit. Awesome. No. No, you don't get it. I missed. Yeah, dark realms make the area all like gray, black until you dispel them, and your stamina regenerates slower. Not to mention we're in a cave, so it makes the darkness of the dark realm feel worse. God, where? Oh, I'm missing two chests somewhere. Where? Go back up now. A little bit. Alright, there's a chest here. There's one more somewhere nearby. And we can do boss room. I might rest at the shrine first. Once I find that other chest. Oh, it's right. Oh. Kill for hostile, so that you either want... Okay, you want a neutral jester. Since the other guy was hostile, they give you a hint based on gestures, and you get 2 chances to do it right and get the Nurikabe to not kill you. They will attempt to kill you if you fuck up the gesture. Also, I'm gonna take the healing real quick. Do. Censorship, yay. Making things less awkward. Gonna kill this guy. But yeah, Nurikabes, if you fuck up the gesture thing, will try and kill you. Just like the Muginas if you fuck it up. So, you never want to guess those wrong. And Nurikabes do a shit ton of damage. They don't move, but they hit like trucks. So, those guys are not to be fucked with if you can help it. Oh, you're one of the heavy blade builds. You're using Enodachi. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Well, that is your choice, Poka. Yeah, R1 circle and that earlier. Like, if you intentionally mess up, they will fight you. You can just swing at it, and it will try and kill you. Like, you can ignore the gesture minigame, swing at it, and it will just fight you if you really want to do that. I would never suggest it, because I think it's a waste of time, but hey. What about to you, if that's what you want to do, man? But yeah, with both that and the Mujina, you can either play the gesture game, and if you fail, have to kill it, or you can just do what you always do. Hey, you're just a pyromaniac. What's this do? Huh? I'm kind of curious. Sure. We'll keep going and see what happens. Oh, right. This is what I normally actually have done with this. I don't need all these. I'm just upgrading my soul cores. I don't use the soul core system a lot, to be honest. But basically, if you resting rate these, you basically can add more points to the Shiftling skill tree, but if you soul fusion them, you can bring them up in soul core rank, which makes them like kind of stronger, up to a maximum rank of 9. It also merges them together. I sorted by name and type just because it's easier for me to find what I'm looking for that way. But I'm just like equipment management right now because we're gonna go fight the boss in a minute, and then probably once that's done end stream, we're getting close to wrap up as far as I'm concerned. I'll put it into courage. All our gear is a lower level than we are, which is kind of funny. I always keep one of each weapon as like just like my own weird, like in case I ever want to swap thing. Am I gonna swap? Probably not. But I always like to keep the choice of board if I want to. And since I can swap weapons for XP, I'm gonna swap them for XP as well. What is 776? Yeah, none of these are gonna be better in the end, I think. Yeah, no, my bow is gonna be better still. Same with my gun. Sorting through at the speed of sound. I know where to go, gonna follow my rainbow. Everything is weaker than stuff I found in the DLC from the first playthrough still. That is ironic. I don't think they intended that to be possible. Yeah, that's good enough for me. And below 400 can just go. I may or may not be over leveled actually, but hey. Eventually you're just gonna have too much stuff, Poka. And a lot of this is gonna be outdated and you'll find better of it eventually. Like, this is just... Because Nioh is basically a Soulsborne with a Diablo loot system, so eventually you'll find upgrade stuff of stuff you already have. Yeah, anything below 300 can get out. I don't need all this. It also gives experience every time I get rid of something. So, and items, so it's kind of worthwhile. Anything for a drop of experience, man. Can leave that for now. No, I didn't. Yeah, like, it's just a good deal to do this. I like that one because of the murder sensor. This one's just better. This one is slightly weaker, but I like it more. I'm gonna keep that one. 4 points be damned. Probably won't need that again, but... how much experience I get? Not enough for a level up, that's all I really needed to know. Do you want to sort through and see... What's that do again? Oh, the reason I didn't have it equipped was because of the weight. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm mostly running Sohaya, ain't I? No, Demon Slayer. I do like the Sohaya set. What kind of looks weird? Yeah, no, I'm running like a mixed match set of like a 3-place Demon Slayer, Sohaya, and Brig and Dream and Demon just for keeping the weight down. And my current equipment weight is not blue, but I believe green? Yeah, 67.1. It starts hitting yellow and at 70. Yeah. I shouldn't need all my heals for the boss. But I'm gonna... proc all that now, and then go in. Yeah, this is the boss. Terrifying. Just like casually scoping out the room, like, I'm gonna touch a statue. Freaks to pieces. And that's one big mug. You know, I can see why your mother never loved you, sir. Damn, he does a lot. You play too much. Haha, your weakness, water! dark moded. I didn't have time to re-up my fire stop. That hurt. Not gonna hit me now. Okay. That was close. Grapple. Ooh. Oh shit. That's bad. Ha! Joke's on you! I was ready for that shit. Oh. Go bomb! I did nothing. But he dropped water on him. And you're done. That's the bell. Back to you. Man, God, the muscle memory is kicking back in and it feels great. What a boss. Yeah, I played so much of this game back when it came out. I'm just having fun shooting off my shit right now. What going on? How you doing? Oh shit! No fair. I also have. Wait, why am I using a sword in the cutscene? This is not very real.
Wait! Hold it right there!
Hold it right there! Do not kill them. Huh.
I said hold it, you two! Talk about this once we get out of here, okay? Ow! Hey! Let's chat over a nice hot meal, okay?
Hideyoshi, the master negotiator. Master Tokichiro. We can talk about... He is only important in the cutscenes. It's kind of funny. Or at least a lot of the early game. He's like, hey, wait a minute! Stop!
Moral of the story is, you're not enemies.
And why are you traipsing around with the yokai in the first place?
Me? I'm gonna be like the sun, blazing high in the sky.
Sounds like quite the scam.
Sounds like...
I'll be so strong, no one else will stand a chance.
I just want to slay yokai. Nothing more, nothing less.
Hold on! Look, I can see you have doubts, but maybe this'll...
Out of my way.
Listen, join us. Or where that came from.
What is this? Pocket change? You insult me.
She's
Next time I see that thing, it'll taste my blade.
Yeah, needless to say, what we're killing are yokai. And yokai are discriminated against, so us being half yokai means we are a discriminated faction. We are liked because we are technically... We are disliked because we are technically half demon by pretty much most of the world. Indeed, yokai lives matter, but only the good ones. So me. To be fair, I can't blame the way yokai are looked at in this series because they do a lot of fucked up shit. I guess next time we're gonna be back and we're gonna have a couple side quests to do before we take on the Viper's Sanctum. Because it looks like we got a voice in Twilight, I might be able to knock a couple of these out, actually. Let me remember. This one's just a gauntlet. I know that. Voice in Twilight is just a gauntlet fighting enemies. And I don't remember Dark Omens that well. I might knock out this before ending stream, and we'll come back, do Dark Omens, and then do Viper's Sanctum. That might be the play here. I could probably knock out a Voice in the Twilight real quick, though. Because from what I remember, it's just like a boss rush type thing. I'm thinking about it right now, like, but it's probably gonna be the end. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this part up right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back later tonight with Nobutada, all things permitting. This has been a lot of fun, and until next time, see ya.